In the mountains of Iran, where temperatures plummet to freezing and snow cuts off communities from the outside world, there are no electrical wires bringing power, no gas systems providing heat for water, no modern boilers or hot water tanks. Yet inside that tent, a family is heating water, not struggling, not in desperation, but as part of daily routine. They're preparing hot water for tea, for washing, for cooking, all without any technology beyond what humans have known for thousands of years. How do they do this? How do families living in extreme conditions with minimal tools and resources manage something as essential as heating water for daily life? The answer reveals something profound about human resilience, resourcefulness, and the wisdom accumulated through generations of survival.
The nomadic peoples of Iran, the Bakhtiyari, Qashqai, Shah Sivan, and others have lived in these mountains for thousands of years. They migrate seasonally, moving between summer mountain pastures and winter valleys, but wherever they settle, they face the same reality. Water must be heated for survival and daily life.
In modern homes, heating water is automatic. We turn on a tap and hot water flows. We don't think about the energy required, the infrastructure necessary, the systems that make this comfort possible. For nomadic families, heating water is deliberate work. It requires fuel gathered by hand, fire tended constantly, attention, and knowledge. Every step of the process requires understanding where to find water, how to transport it, how to heat it efficiently, how to preserve heat once water is boiled. These aren't questions modern people ask. For nomads, they're survival itself. Fire is everything in nomadic life. It provides heat for warmth, it cooks food, it heats water. Everything else, all the comfort and survival of the family, depends on fire being maintained. The fire is positioned toward the center of the tent, where its heat can distribute in all directions. Around it, carefully arranged, are the tools of daily life. Metal pots, kettles, cooking vessels. Each item has a purpose.
Wood gathering is daily work. Throughout autumn and early winter, families collect dead wood from the mountainside. This wood is dried and stored near the tent. It must last through entire winters, so rationing and efficient burning are essential.
A nomadic person knows intuitively how much wood to add to maintain a fire through the day and night. Too much, and fuel is wasted. Too little, and the fire dies, requiring effort to restart. This balance is second nature to someone who's tended fire their entire life. Fire management is an art. A nomadic woman knows by sight and sound when the fire is at the right temperature for boiling water. She knows how long water takes to heat depending on the fire's intensity. She knows when to move a pot for faster heating or slower heating, depending on her needs. Heating water begins first thing in the morning. Even before preparing food, hot water is prepared. This water becomes tea, essential for warmth and hydration in a cold climate. It's also used for washing before daily prayers, a religious obligation for Muslim nomads. The heating process is observable. You can watch water change state, from cold to warm to hot to boiling. A nomadic person reads these visual signs. They listen to the sound of heating water. They feel the heat radiating from the pot. Multiple senses confirm when water reaches desired temperature. Tea is not just a beverage. It's warmth, it's comfort, it's ritual. In the morning cold, a cup of hot tea provides both physical warmth and psychological comfort. The steam rising from the cup adds humidity to the dry tent air. Hot water for washing is prepared with consideration. Children are washed first while water is hottest. Adults wash afterward when water is cooled slightly. Nothing is wasted. Water used for washing might be saved for animals or for rinsing cooking vessels. Throughout the day, multiple pots are heating simultaneously. One for tea, one for cooking, one for washing, possibly one for animals. The fire has enough heat for all of this if arranged properly. A nomadic woman orchestrates this like a musician conducting an orchestra, each pot in its right place, each serving its purpose. Heating water for cooking is deliberate. Rice requires water to be boiling before it's added. Stews need extended simmering. The timing and temperature management require knowledge. A pot that's too hot boils over and wastes heat and food. A pot that's not hot enough cooks slowly, wasting fuel. Evening brings additional need for hot water. Tea for supper, warm water for washing before bed, hot water to fill containers that might warm sleeping areas. The fire continues its constant work, providing heat throughout the day and night. Winter in the mountains presents extreme challenges. Temperatures can drop far below freezing. Snow can accumulate for weeks. Finding and carrying water becomes difficult when streams freeze and snow must be melted for water. When liquid water isn't available, snow or ice is gathered and melted over the fire. This requires additional fuel and time. Snow must be melted completely to become usable water. A nomadic family accounts for this extra effort in their planning.
Melting snow teaches patience. The process can't be rushed. Too much heat and the pot becomes damaged. Too little heat and nothing happens. The correct approach is steady, gentle heat that gradually transforms frozen water into liquid.
In extreme cold, staying near the fire becomes necessary for survival. Hot water provides comfort, warming hands around a cup, drinking something warm that provides internal heat. The psychological comfort is as important as the physical warmth.
Hot water serves a second purpose: warmth for sleeping. Containers or bags filled with hot water are brought to sleeping areas where they gradually cool through the night while providing warmth to people sleeping nearby. This simple technology extends far beyond just providing drinking water.
The fire is the center of family life, not just for heating water, but for gathering, working, teaching, and being together. Around the fire, family members accomplish daily tasks while remaining near warmth.
For children and elderly people, especially vulnerable to extreme cold, access to hot water and the warmth it provides can mean the difference between life and death. This is not dramatic exaggeration. In extreme mountain winters, adequate warmth is survival.
The fire is the center of family life, not just for heating water, but for gathering, working, teaching, and being together. Around the fire, family members accomplish daily tasks while remaining near warmth.
Knowledge of how to heat water efficiently, how to manage fire, how to conserve fuel, all of this is taught around the fire. A young person learns by watching, by helping, by gradually taking on more responsibility. This is education in its most practical form. Sharing hot water in tea, in warm washing water, and hot food is an act of care and community. A parent ensuring children have warm water for washing is an act of love. Providing hot tea to a guest is an act of hospitality. These simple acts carry meaning beyond their practical function.
The evening meal is prepared over the fire that has burned all day. Multiple pots have been heated simultaneously. Water for cooking, water for tea, water for washing. This orchestration of heat is routine for families who've done it their entire lives.
The meal prepared through heating water provides nutrition and warmth. The hot food warms the stomach and provides energy for the body to maintain its own heat through the cold night ahead. Every aspect of heating water serves multiple purposes. But inside the tent, warmth glows. Fire burns steadily. Water steams in a kettle. A family is warm, fed, safe. The contrast between the deadly cold outside and the comfort inside is profound. Heating water without electricity or modern boilers requires something modern people have largely forgotten: knowledge. Knowledge of how fire works, knowledge of how to manage heat efficiently. Knowledge passed down through generations, refined through countless winters, proven to keep families alive.
Modern comfort has made us dependent on technologies we don't understand. We expect hot water to flow from a tap without thinking about where that heat comes from. We adjust thermostats without considering fuel or resources. But nomadic families demonstrate that comfort doesn't require complex technology. It requires knowledge, attention, and work. It requires understanding the tools you have and using them skillfully. It requires community and sharing. It requires respect for resources and their proper use. How much of modern comfort do we take for granted? We use hot water without thinking. We waste energy we've never gathered ourselves. We've made survival comfortable, but we've also made ourselves dependent on systems we don't understand. The Nomads of Iran show us an alternative. They demonstrate that heating water, and indeed all of daily survival, is possible through traditional knowledge, careful work, and respect for resources. Their methods aren't primitive, they're wise. If this glimpse into nomadic life has interested you or changed how you think about modern comfort, please like this video and subscribe for more stories about the remarkable resilience of traditional cultures and the wisdom embedded in ancient ways of living. Sometimes the simplest solutions are the most elegant. Sometimes what we call primitive is actually sophisticated. The nomads who heat water over fire remind us that comfort, resilience, and knowledge can exist without modern technology. We only need to understand what truly matters.